Hey, and this is Ida Meyer from the University of Pretoria, Mamelodi campus back. And I'm doing this one for my students as well. We're going to identify your personality. We're first going to look at, we're going to call it personality A, and then we're going to look at personality B. So you will be seeing the screens up now. I'm going to talk you through it so that you can identify yourself. You might find that you are maybe a little bit of the one and a little bit of the other, but try to see which one you are the strongest. So let's give it a shot. Let's start. I'm excited. Okay, then personality A. Personality A first always wants to know how to write what you study. You study step by step. You take your information in step by step. You like a formula because it reads to you like a sentence of symbols and numbers. A graph is something that you read easily, and then only you want to know why it is done that way. You like to know the format in which something is written. You are good in detail. You normally do not make detailed mistakes. You also prefer facts above theory. Now, facts you like because when they connect, then it makes sense to you. You normally write everything down what you are studying, and that is why you also make only your own notes. You don't like using other people's notes because you are scared that they're going to leave out detail that is important. Also, obviously, as you are writing, you are following the reasoning of the work as you are writing it. You like bullets when you are writing. When something is very important, you give it a little star, right? That's your personality. So you also think that you are good in memory, and you are. You rely a lot in your memory when you are studying. And you also, when you see an example, you go, yay, because now it makes sense, right? So you don't skip examples. You look at your example and it helps you to make sense out of what you have been reading. You prefer hard copy because you like to underline or bullet or circle, or maybe write it that it is darker, or a bold word if it's an important key word. So you like hard copy rather than electronic books. You're also a very practical person, and that is why, remember, we said you look at examples and it makes sense. So that is your personality. If you find yourself here, especially with writing your own notes, if that is you, that's a very strong indication that you are an A personality when it comes to taking in information the first time. Now let's have a look at personality B. Personality B, you first want to understand what you study. It is important for you, therefore, to understand when somebody writes a formula on the board, your question is, but why is it written like that? And you also, when it comes to a theory, you read through the chapter and it makes sense to you, and after that you can actually explain it pretty well to somebody else. If you're an introvert, not always explain it to somebody else, but you would then study out loud and explain as you go. That is your personality. When you are doing this, you are not busy with memory. You are actually busy with getting the big picture of what is going on with the work. And yes, in a way, memory, but not memory of detail. You prefer theory above memorizing facts. When it comes to maths, unlike personality A, who doesn't make sense out of laws and rules and theorems. You prefer theorems and laws and rules and definitions in maths first because they make sense to you, and then only when you read the formula, you read it like a sentence of numbers and symbols. You also like a mind map. It's a short way of making your notes. When you are studying something, you skip examples. You'll get to them later when you practice. But that is what you normally do. That is your personality. Try and identify who you are. A, who preferably writes their own notes, and B, very strong, the kind of person that can explain something or like theory rather than just memorizing facts without understanding. In our next video, I'm going to focus on the A personality, the one who makes their own notes and who can read a formula before they look at the theory. So see you with the next video, personality A. I advise that both of your personalities look at A and B so that you understand how other people study, because normally opposites attract. Your friend will study different from you. You can maybe benefit if you study together. But first, study on your own, and then the next step, study with your friend. See you with personality A in the next video.